Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to our Fixed Stats Super Rush Town Hall 13, where today is the brand new season. It's May 1st, which is great. It means we get tons of loot, and we got 3 builders, so we got a lot of things we got to get done today. So go ahead and jump right into the episode and see what we can get done. So the majority of our loot is, to be honest, probably going to go into walls because we've got CWL, right? We've got CWL, and that's a big bummer. Now, of course, you know, you get tons of medals, you get tons of loot, and, you know, it's nice, right? It's nice to have, you know, all that kind of stuff. But I can't upgrade my heroes. Can't upgrade my heroes. Of course, we still got the Grand Warden going. He'll be done by CWL time. And we still got the Queen and the King that we still need to get upgraded. And the Queen is level 40, which is Town Hall 10 max, so that's great. But I want to get my King up, but he's a 6-day upgrade, and that would mean basically all of CWL, he would be gone. So I don't really want to do that. So with our Dark Elixir that we just got, basically going to be going into this laboratory, and I was kind of thinking what I want to get done. I'll probably do the witches again, you know, in 2 days, 10 hours. Probably do that because they're going to be about 120k, which still isn't going to use all of my Dark Elixir. So I really wanted to do the witches, right? Really want to do the witches. Bowlers are already maxed. I mean, I could do the headhunters. It's a 16-day upgrade, and I don't really use the headhunters, so I didn't really want to waste my dark on that. So we're probably just going to do the witches in the next episode whenever that does get done. As far as our gold and elixir, can't use the elixir on the warden because we need him for CWL. You see my predicament here? And as far as, you know, stuff to upgrade with elixir, we have the Dark Elixir Drill. Dark Elixir Drills, gold mines, and walls. So we're pretty much going to be spending the majority of this elixir on walls. Now, let's see how many can we do. If I can just move this wall, please. My iPad does not want to work for me. There we go. Let's go ahead and do this. 34 million. We can actually finish this whole line, which is great. Wow. 34 million in one click. Let's go ahead and do that. And kaboom. All right. That takes care of all the elixir. That takes care of all of our elixir. And we are, what, about 40? How many walls do we got left? Where are my walls? We have 36 walls left until we're done with Town Hall 11 max walls. And then we get to the big boys at 4 million apiece. Now, I do have some wall rings, so I could actually go ahead and use that. I'm not going to do that, you know, right now because I don't have any wall rings available for me to collect. We do got a new gold pass. We got a lot of new goodies in there. So as far as our gold, right? I want to go ahead and get this last expo going to Town Hall 12 max. That's a 14-day upgrade. That's a really, really long upgrade. And that's going to be the longest upgrade that I have going. We have this other one going for 8 days. Don't really, you know, that one's going to be Town Hall 12 max as well. I don't want to do an Inferno Tower at the same time because they're both 14 days. And I don't want 2 builders locked up for the exact same time, especially 2-week upgrades, right? So we're not going to do that Inferno Tower just yet. But I do want to get this expo going. 14 days, 12 million gold, and kaboom. Now, the reason that I did that, if you saw, you know, like upgrading this one, right? This gives me plus 20. Upgrading that one gave me plus 30 DPS. So that's a pretty considerable upgrade as far as DPS goes. Now, of course, the Inferno Towers do a plus 11 on multi, plus 250 on single. So that's a really, really big upgrade as well. And I've kind of been noticing what I've been getting attacked by, right? So I've been getting attacked by EDRAGS, some ground troops, EDRAGS. So I've really been getting hit by air, right? It's really been getting hit by air. So I want to get this expo, or not expo, but one of these air defense going to level 8. That's going to be Town Hall 10 max. It's a 5-day, 4 million upgrade. And I mean, look, if you look, I get an extra 40 DPS per you know, shot per second, right? So that's a really big upgrade. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, and kaboom. Very, very nice. Now, if you look at these other ones, right, you only get 7 DPS for that Archer Tower. You only get 5 DPS to get that Wizard Tower to Town Hall 10 max. So that's not a very efficient upgrade at this point. As far as Teslas go, that's plus 11. It's better than these two, right? Better than those two. Bomb Towers, they only hit ground. Sweepers, I mean, it's just going to push them a little bit farther. That's not really a big deal. And then Mortars, of course, they just do splash damage, and that's plus 2. Which is terrible. Plus 2. That is very bad. But we have been upgrading these because we want to get that 6th builder. Now, according to the 6th builder, I did get this multi-mortar finally to level 8, which is one more level at its max, which is kind of lame. But we had to get it to level 8 so that I could do the mortars on the main base to gear them up. But we also have to get those to level, what, 8, I think? Yeah, we got to get this building to level 8 first. So we got to get that thing going eventually. We do have one builder left, and we're going to just spend the majority of this gold on walls. I do have some treasury loot as well, but I don't want to collect that. I don't really need to. I got tons of loot. And as far as our last upgrade, I think I kind of want to get this mortar done. And here's the reasoning why, right? In 2 days, I'm going to be able to do another episode, which means I'll be able to do the lab. I'll be able to do, another building because I'll have the warden. And then if I have this mortar going, that'll be basically I'll have 2 builders for next episode. So I kind of want to go ahead and do that mortar. That way it's, it's in line with the other ones. And we're going to go ahead and just spend the majority of this gold on these walls, which means we are almost done with Town Hall 11 walls. We are almost done with Town Hall 11 walls. This is great. So there we go. Let's spend the majority of the loot. Let's go and collect that. I have been upgrading these in between episodes. We have one more of these left to get to level 12. And then, I'll start working on maybe elixir collectors in between episodes as well, because they're very cheap and very, small upgrades. 20 hours. Not very long. So let's actually go out, do some raids, maybe get some free loot that people have not collected from their season bank and season pass and stuff like that. So hopefully we can find some really, really good loot. And then maybe upgrade a couple more walls or something like that. Last episode was a huge episode. If you didn't go watch that, definitely go watch that. We did so many big upgrades. I mean, you probably saw with those expos. You didn't see my Royal Champion on this side of the base. So lots of big upgrades happened. And yeah, it was a great episode. Definitely go check that out. Hit a like on it. I would greatly appreciate that. But we did find a dead base here. And I'm using miners. Oh, there's one thing I do want to show you guys when we get back to base. But I'm going to go ahead and dump these miners. Basically, we're just going to 3-finger deploy these guys all along the base. We do have a siege barracks. We're going to go ahead and drop that. The first time we've had all of our almost all of our heroes in a long time. They're always being upgraded. So there we go. We're just going to drop these miners. Getting into the base. Not really expecting a 3-star, especially because this Barbarian King can't get his butt through the walls. He's very weak still. He's only level 39. He's not up into the 40 range yet. So I'm going to go ahead and freeze the town hall. We're going to heal up over all of those guys at the town hall. And that's going to blow up. And there we go. So we still got the miners in the middle. They're in that heal spell. We still got the RC's ability. Still got the Queen's ability. I'm going to drop a heal right there. And it's going to heal up a big group of miners. Plus all of those other ones came up from the top. Straight down into that heal spell. And yeah, this is definitely going to be a 3-star. Easily crush this base. It's going to pop that RC's ability. She is now maxed. Oh my goodness, that is so great. And of course, the king and queen they're pretty lame. They're pretty lame right now. They're very weak. So there we go. 3 stars. And with our loot bonus from Master League 1, that was over 700,000 gold and elixirs. That was great. A great raid. So a lot of you guys, you've told me before, Collapse, you need to get your EDRAGS upgraded. Because they're very good for farming, right? Well, if you take a look, EDRAGS cost 28,000 per 1 EDRAG. EDRAGs take up 30 space. Miners are only 6,800, and they take up how many space? 6 space. So I can bring, 50 miners, right? 50 miners, and I'm able to steamroll bases. EDRAGs, on the other hand, this guy, okay, so I attacked Gladiator 1. We'll put him at the top right there. Gladiator 1. I did 80%, and I got 559,000, and then 689,000 gold with 4,000 dark. Well, he decided to revenge me, right? He decided to revenge me, and he got 80% as well. GG's. And he actually got he got less loot than I did. He got less loot than I did, and half of the dark elixir. But let me show you. Max EDRAGS. He has a max EDRAGS. Max balloons. He's got worse heroes than me. But we're going to go take a look at this real quick. He was actually really trying. He was really trying to 3-star my base. And as you can see, he's trying to take out my air defense, which are pretty weak. That's why we want to get these air defense upgraded. But he was really trying. He was actually really trying. And using EDRAGS is not efficient when you're trying to get loot. Now, of course, I had 600k gold and elixir. He did get the majority of it. But he didn't profit as much, right? He didn't profit from having max EDRAGS. Those were level 1 EDRAGS that I have at 28,000. Max EDRAGS, I'm not exactly sure. Maybe somebody in the comments could let me know. But they're probably about 30, almost 40,000 elixir apiece. And he did not, it's not very efficient to use EDRAGS when training or when farming. So to answer some of you guys' comments, You know, that's why I don't use EDRAGS. That's why I have not upgraded them a single bit. They're still level 1. That's actually dragons. These are still level 1. And that's the main reason. Look at that, plus 4,000. So just level 2 is 32,000 elixir apiece. So that is not efficient to use EDRAGS. Now, as far as miners, you know, they're still pretty expensive, 467,000. But I'm not really focused on elixir. I don't need elixir, right? I don't need elixir. So technically, you know, I could use EDRAGS, but I feel like they're going to be a lot more expensive. Plus, I would have to bring, you know, all different kinds of spells. You know, as far as miners go, I don't need to use the heal spells. I can still just steamroll bases without the heal spells. But that's the main reason that I don't use EDRAGS. So we still have this one builder. And like I said, we're going to go ahead and get this mortar going. 2 days, 500,000 gold. Very, very cheap upgrade. I'm actually going to use one more little bit of elixir and one more little bit of gold because I don't want to have too much resources by the next episode. Because, I mean, we're not going to do one of these really, really big upgrades because right now I don't really need to. I don't really want to have 3 really, really long upgrades. So we're not going to get another one of those big ones going. We'll probably start working on maybe another air defense. Or we could start working on arch towers or Teslas, because those give us the most DPS on our base. Probably the Teslas. I mean, I really like the Teslas because they, you know, they kind of they're hidden, right? They're hidden traps. So this one actually gives me plus 14, but if we go back, it's still plus 7. And if we go to this, that's plus 11. So we'll probably do the Teslas in the next episode. But we're gonna go ahead and get this mortar upgraded. 2 days, 500,000 gold, and kaboom. The reason I'm doing that is because I want to get it in line with these other ones. And then, you know, we'll start upgrading those again, eventually getting into level 8. I still got a long way to go to get this 6 builder. You know, I got to get this battle machine going. Got to get the Mega Tesla upgraded. So those mortars aren't like a pressing issue right now, especially because we only got to get them 3 more levels. So they're not like, oh my gosh, I got to get these done right away. But, you know, we do want to get those done eventually. You know, those are kind of like a last priority thing. As far as like what should I upgrade next, as far as, you know, really, really good defenses, and I've said it as far as a lot. So somebody's going to mention that in the comments. Anyways, yeah, so we'll probably do Tesla's next episode. Next episode, we are going to have 1, 2 builders, and a laboratory. So we got a lot of stuff to do in the next episode. But that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd greatly appreciate it if you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We just hit 800 subscribers on YouTube, so thank you guys so much for all the love and support on that. Thank you guys for your feedback in the comments. If you got any more feedback, you know, I greatly appreciate all your feedback. You know, it helps me with my decision making. It helps me with, you know, what you guys think I should do. You know, it helps me with my little bit with my thought process. So thank you guys for all the comments, all the feedback, all the criticism. Collapse, why are you not doing this? Collapse, you should do this. You know, especially with like these big boy upgrades. Somebody mentioned, you know, do a big boy upgrade and a little upgrade. So I definitely read all my comments. I might not respond to all of them, but I do read all of them. So thank you guys for, you know, all the feedback on that. I also do live streams, guys, Monday through Saturday, 4 p.m. Central Time on Facebook Gaming and on Twitch. It's a lot of fun. You know, I got 7 accounts, including this one. Definitely come tune into that. But yeah, I'll have the links in the description for that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love each and every one of you guys. Be safe out there, and I will see you all next time.